Hello and welcome to a very fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box because today I want to talk about the novelty song that wasn't. Now, I've talked about novelty songs a lot. They're usually songs that have a humorous agenda. They want to make you laugh or squirm or cringe or guffaw or any other stupid emotions. You have your disco ducks and you've got grandmas being run over by reindeers and you've had things about doing bad things to puppies, and you have people by names of Nervous Norvis, and you have people like Weird Al Yankovic. But Sir Mix-a-Lot was a serious rapper, seriously funny. Ooh, mind blown, man. But in all seriousness, he did like big butts, and he cannot lie, Your Honor. We could go on like this, but the point is, Baby Got Back was actually a revolutionary song on many levels. It approached a subject that ostensibly could be considered a novelty, but it did so with a kind of real sincerity that was a comment on various trends in late 80s, early 90s photography and the fashion industry. And it was at that time that the trend was for everything to be increasingly sort of angular, the clothing, the women, and everything. And here comes Sir Mix-a-Lot saying he likes big butts and he cannot lie. And I think that in many ways, Sir Mix-a-Lot won because when you look at the fashion industry and the photography industry today, they tend to be promoting images of women who, in his words, got back. So was he someone that tapped in the puns, people, Rapunzel? Ugh. This show's free, people. You can't complain. But did he tap into genuine feeling where there was a natural schism between the fashion and photography industries and what real men were into? Or did he, in fact, change the trend by saying, look, this might be in fashion one day, but check this out? Because, fashions come and go with the seasons, and one look, although you can't change your DNA, one man's DNA, one woman's DNA is more in fashion in April, and then, you're shot down in May, supposedly. But the song really did have an impact. And I would argue that because of its impact and because of its anthemic nature, it is actually one of the more important hip hop songs of all time. Not necessarily because it deals with an issue of politics or of extreme conscience, but people argue that this song did actually have a political angle because it got people to question, why does the fashion industry promote some styles of DNA over others? Why do they like this over that? Is it because it's dominated by people who aren't necessarily into women, dominated by one racial or ethnic group? What are the reasons for it? And these are all kind of explored and alluded to in this song. So Mix-a-Lot, we salute you because you actually, in making us all have a chuckle, you actually addressed and responded to some very interesting sociological questions. Um, as always, like, subscribe to this silly channel, and we'll see you next time. Take care.